Hi, my name's Ana Chavez, and I'm a Spanish teacher here at James Lake High School. I've been teaching here for about 7 years now. I'm also the girls' JV basketball coach. I am Mexican American, and I am very happy to be here. I also graduated from here in 2006.
Let me ask you, Anna, you were selected by Mr.
David Porter,
Porter.
our principal, yes.
Your principal. Can you tell me why do you think that he selected you?
I would like to think that for the past 7 years, I've been able to really work and have agency over my teaching, where I am looking for the best for my students. I'm also willing to work with others and my fellow colleagues, my other teachers here at James Lake High School. And we all want the same mission. We want the best for our students. We want to see them be successful. So hopefully that's why he picked me.
Well, Ms. Ana Chavez, can you tell the reader what was the incident happened in your life that you would like to share with readers?
When I was in, I feel like an incident when I was in high school or throughout my childhood, when they would ask, what do you want to be when you're older? My answer was always, I want to be a dentist. I want to be just like my dentist. I want to have a nice car. I want to have the money. I want to have my own place. So that was my idea. And as I was in high school, I was always part of different tutoring programs, education programs, but I would always go back to that idea of wanting to be a dentist. As I started college, I went in there as a bio major with a concentration in microbiology, and I was sure that I was going to be a dentist. In my second year, so as a sophomore in college, I felt very discouraged with my major. I did not like chemistry at all. I enjoyed my bio classes, but not my chemistry classes. But it just felt like my major was not for me. And I figured out that also being a dentist was not for me. So that was then when I started soul searching to what I had to do, because the more semesters that went by, it felt like I was sort of in some type of quicksand, that the more semesters that were going by, I was just digging myself deeper into something that I did not want to do and something that was not fulfilling me. So then I remembered how much I really appreciated my Spanish classes when I was in high school. And I also remembered how I've been participating in all these different tutoring programs after school. I did summer programs where I was helping other teachers, and then it was then that I realized, well, why not teaching? So I decided the following semester to change my major. So I switched it to Spanish, and I started my Spanish classes. My GPA also went higher as I was taking my Spanish classes because I was enjoying my classes. And I graduated with a Spanish major and a minor in Mexican American Studies. So it was then that I continued with my credential, and I got a call from my high school teacher, Ms. Huerta, that she said there was an opening here, and 7 years later, here I am.
Awesome. Ms. Anna, you have chose the student Brian. Can you tell me why did you choose Brian? And what is that other students can do to be Brian?
Why I choose Brian? Brian is an excellent agent of his learning and his education. And to have agency means to really want to push for what you want and what you believe in, and ask questions when you need to, and don't allow yourself to get into the mindset of, I can't do this, so I'm just not even going to try. And I think Brian is an excellent example of what being an agent means of your learning or education, that you just have to keep moving and not give up. For example, for me, it would have been easy for me to just say, well, I can't figure out what I want to do in my life, and just quit. You need to find what you truly enjoy and what you truly want to do for you to continue and have that push. And I think Brian has done that. Even though he's in high school, still very young, I still feel that he is a true agent of what he wants to do, and that's why he has this strive and this push to want to be successful.
Who was the most influential person in your life besides your parents?
I want to say my siblings. I am the fifth child. I have 3 older brothers and 1 older sister. It's very... I have a great advantage, or I had a great advantage being the smallest one in my family. I feel all 4 of them have a different personality, so I feel like because of that has helped me understand life through different lenses, so that I can form who I am today. So, of course, thanks to my parents, thanks to my siblings, I am where I am today.
So, you said you turn into from all the education that you had and wanted to do, instead of becoming a dentist, you become a teacher. So tell me a little bit about what did you went through economically or financially when you made those changes, because now you can't buy a Tesla on a teacher's salary, you know what I mean?
That's correct.
So
yeah.
What kind of strategies or things that you had to come up with the answer to your prior determination to be a dentist?
I think my biggest mindset, or my biggest idea that helped me get past I'm not going to get the Tesla, I'm not going to get the Jaguar that my dentist had, is really what was going to make me happy. So I needed to know that this was going to be my career. This was going to be, it was me. And so to me, and this is what I usually tell my students, that the moment you find out what you want to do in life is the day you stop working. So to me, this is not work. I'm a teacher. This is who I am. I love it. I enjoy it. So to me, this is not work. So this means much more than what I was going to be making as a dentist. So my biggest motivator was what was going to help me and how will I contribute to my community.
Was there a teacher that inspired you in the classroom?
So I had several teachers inspire me. When I was in high school, I had Julissa Huerta. She was my Spanish teacher, so I really enjoyed being in her classes. And just the push that she would give us. Miss Harrington, Miss Nancy Harrington. Also, she was my English teacher. And I was very self-conscious about my English. My first language was Spanish. So when I would write, I was always very self-conscious about what I would write, my mistakes I was making. And it wasn't until I got to her class where I really felt confident of making mistakes, because I feel like when you make mistakes, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes. And I feel like she really allowed me to feel confident about my mistakes that I was making and how I was going to be better. So to me, both Miss Huerta and Miss Harrington built my push for wanting to continue and be better and continue after high school and not give up with my mistakes. And when I was in college, I had 2 professors that really were the key to my push and where I wanted to go for my credential program. So Anita Fountain was one of them. I remember her inspiring me to, and she pretty much told me that it didn't matter what program I would end up in, as long as I would do my best, and that's what mattered. And Carmen Sigler, she was also a big motivator, where she allowed me to feel very confident in who I was, and at that point in my college career, I just felt supported to continue on with that next chapter, which was my credential. She wrote one of my recommendation letters, and it was a pleasure being in her class, as well as Professor Fountain. So just great, excellent women that I have had in my life.
How other teachers and your friends react to your accomplishment, and how it has challenged you?
It was 7 years ago when I started. Since I graduated here in 2006, it was very interesting. I remember the first meeting I walked into and saw a couple of my former teachers, and it has been great to feel their support since day one. I work alongside my other colleagues, and we are constantly helping each other. So I feel like their reaction is very supportive in what we're doing and what we continue to do and what we want to do in the future. So I feel that they are a great support system. So we are a great team, and I feel really great and honored to be here back at my high school that I have not left, and I still call home. And I hope to continue to call home for many years.
What do you like to do when you're not teaching?
So when I'm not teaching, I like to spend my free time involved in sports. I am a very big sports fanatic. I follow the 49ers, the San Francisco Giants, the Warriors, Chavez, which is the Mexican soccer team. So I really enjoy going to games and watching games at home. I was able to get my mom to watch basketball, so that's really cool to spend time with her as we watch the games. And of course, I mentioned before that I'm the coach here for the JV girls basketball team. So it was an honor that last year we were able to go 10-0, so we went undefeated, made history. So it was really cool to be part of that that contribution that I made to the girls, to these student athletes that really believe in this program, and it just continues and reinforces my love for those extracurricular activities.
Ms. Ana Chavez, thank you for your cooperation.
Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution to the James League High School and the San Jose community.
Thank you.